Kia ora koutou. My name is Fiona Ingram of sunandmooncalendar.nz. Welcome to this video about the full moon in Gemini. So the full moon in Gemini takes place this evening, 5:35 p.m. early in the evening. And at the time, the sun will still be quite high in the sky, but it will be in the west, in the sign of Sagittarius, and on the complete opposite side of the sky, still below the horizon, the moon will be at its fullest at that time. After that, the moon will rise, and we will see it later in the evening. No matter what time of year you were born, whether you were born in Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn, you have Sagittarius and Gemini somewhere in your chart. So this moon will affect you to some degree in some area of life. So what is the energy of Gemini? The ruling planet of Gemini is Mercury, smallest planet, closest to the sun, quick and clever. So Mercury is about communication, thinking, learning, making connections in the brain. The element that rules Gemini is air, light on the feet. So the element of air again is about communication, the airwaves such as social media, intellect, objectivity. And Gemini can be quite witty and clever in a funny in a clever kind of way. And Gemini can help keep conversations light and fun. And the modality or the mode that rules Gemini is mutable, a little bit this way, a little bit that way. So Gemini likes to try lots of different things, have different experiences, goes this way, curious and quick, loves to learn, loves to connect. So what is the full moon about? Full moon is about a few different things. At full moon, energy can be heightened and emotion can be heightened. So you might want to party and have heaps of fun, and you also might want to cry. Both of these might happen. Full moons can be about completion, not so much that everything is completely finished, but that you have got to a culmination point where you can step back and see the whole and have a sense of gratitude and appreciation about what you and your team have achieved. Things can be revealed by the light of the moon, and these could be unexpected things out of nowhere, or they could be just because you've finished things and you can step back and see the whole and things can come to light. Full moon is also about the integration of opposites, and in this case you will be thinking of ways or feeling out ways to integrate the opposites of Sagittarius and Gemini. How can you bring those together? So the full moon is something to enjoy, and especially Gemini is so social and likes to party. Full moons like to party, and we're 2 days away from summer solstice, and that is about party and celebration. So I've chosen some pictures of birds we have here in Aotearoa, not all native, hanging out together, maybe having a good time. Things to think about this full moon. What are you grateful for? What has come to a culmination point? I can think of a few things myself. What neighbourhood connections have been working well for you, local connections, and this can include social media connections. What have you been learning? And with Gemini, the type of learning is more like short courses, evening classes, things that you can do locally rather than university learning. It can also include any learning about communication or learning with your hands, like crafts. Is there anyone that you need to talk to? Gemini is great for talking. And with Gemini, it's not so much going to be a deep and intimate heavy conversation. Gemini likes to be light, so Gemini might come along with some humor and banter and help to loosen up things where they've been stiff or stuck. That is one of the magic qualities of Gemini. So that is the full moon in Gemini. I'm now going to talk about some upcoming dates astrologically, and I am very happy to announce I've been making a calendar, and it comes out Wednesday or Thursday this week from the printers, and then I'll be sending off orders, hopefully around the country. So it's called the Aotearoa Sun and Moon Calendar, and I've called it that because I've focused on the most noticeable astrological energies and transits, and some of the biggest ones are about the sun and the moon and their dance together and with the earth. But there are lots of other astrological pieces of information and transits covered in there. A little bit more about that later. So, 3 big things that are happening that happen every year at this time of year. We've got the full moon in Gemini, followed closely by summer solstice, a happy time, a time of celebration. And then the moon will be waning and coming down, bringing the energy down to new moon in Capricorn. As well as that, we've got a lot going on because there are 3 big things that don't normally happen every year. Venus turns retrograde tonight, and over the next 6 weeks, you will be reviewing what you love and value, your material wealth, your earthly pleasures, your relationships. These are coming up for revision. Unlikely that you'll be starting anything new in these areas over the next 6 weeks, though you might rekindle an old relationship. Okay, not always an easy time, but that's okay. It's still important. Saturn square Uranus, and this is happening on Christmas Eve, and this could make Christmas more challenging, so have patience through this, about authority and tradition versus freedom and new ideas. All of this will be helped by Jupiter entering Pisces on the Wednesday after Christmas, and that will help us to feel more compassionate and accepting. And by the way, the new moon in Capricorn starting on the 3rd of January, that is when the Aotearoa Sun and Moon calendar will start, because the calendar follows the lunar months rather than the traditional calendar months. So not every month starts on the 1st of that month. So yes, the calendar has 13 lunar months. It has the most noticeable astrological energies covered, so that it's a great gateway calendar for people who want to learn how to live with more natural flow in their lives, following the energies up and down as they go, rather than always pushing yourself forward, which is quite unnatural. So to create more alignment in your life. Where to order, you can see the description box below for my email, or you can direct message me, or you can visit Spiral Nelson, the store on Hardy Street, to get your copy, $31.95. So there we go. So there we go, whānau. I wish you a beautiful full moon in Gemini, a wonderful, happy, celebratory summer solstice and festive season. Ka kite anō.